Before November ends, something within you will begin to stir. Not random, not chance, but movement that feels deliberate, alive, almost magnetic. You will start noticing how thoughts shift reality in quiet, specific ways. Circumstances bending toward your focus. People showing up right when you think of them. Opportunities appearing when you finally decide you're ready. It won't feel like magic. It will feel like confirmation. A clear reflection that your awareness is no longer idle but active, shaping what unfolds around you. Lately you've been sensing this, haven't you? That quiet pressure building beneath the surface. The moments of strange clarity that come and go, leaving behind a feeling you can't quite name. That feeling is recognition. Recognition that your reality is responding. The quantum field is adjusting to the frequency of your growth. Every thought, every emotion, every choice is creating ripples in that field. Ripples that are now returning as visible results. You are not imagining this. It's been happening for weeks, maybe months. Small confirmations building towards something bigger. Something the field will make undeniable before November closes. Everything leading up to this has been preparation. The frustration that forced you to question your limits. The setbacks that made you stronger. The moments of silence that demanded you face yourself honestly. The flashes of intuition that told you to trust your instincts, even when logic disagreed. None of it was random. Each moment was calibration. The field doesn't waste energy. It aligns, it organizes, it guides. What looked like delay was set up. What felt like loss was redirection. You've been guided to this point so that when the field shows you proof, you'll be ready to recognize it instead of dismissing it. You are stepping into a different kind of awareness now. Not one built on hope, but on understanding. You are beginning to see that reality listens to focus. That attention is a command. That every time you choose growth over fear, you signal the field to match that frequency with new outcomes. This is personal growth at its highest level, the merging of consciousness and creation. And as this month progresses, you'll see the evidence build, patterns repeating until they become impossible to deny, coincidences stacking until they stop being coincidences at all. The field always mirrors readiness. It doesn't show what you wish for. It shows what you're prepared to handle, and you've been getting ready for a long time. Through lessons, through healing, through letting go of identities that no longer fit, you've shed enough of the old to finally hold something new. That's why this timing matters. Before November ends, the field will present you with a direct reflection of your inner state. A mirror disguised as an event, a message, an alignment that feels too intentional to ignore. Pay attention to what feels different now, how small details seem orchestrated, how your intuition has been sharper, how answers appear faster when you decide what you want clearly. This isn't coincidence, it's coherence. When mind and emotion match, the field responds immediately. That's why clarity has been testing you. Confusion keeps reality unstable. Certainty locks it in. Every time you ground into what you truly desire, reality moves to meet you. That's the language of the field: focus, emotion, and consistency. This month isn't just another month. It's a window, a space where your energy is aligning with the frequency of manifestation more powerfully than before. You might feel restless, like something is about to happen. That restlessness isn't impatience, it's awareness tuning in. The same way you feel a storm before it breaks, you're feeling the buildup of your own transformation. The field is aligning events, people, and timing to reveal that your consciousness isn't separate from creation. You're not being tested, you're being shown. Every event this month carries a message. Every delay hides direction. Every emotion points towards something you need to recognize. Pay attention to repetition, phrases you keep hearing, numbers that repeat, subjects that keep resurfacing. These are field signals. They're not coincidences. They're communication. They're markers showing you that you're aligned enough to notice what's always been there. Before November ends, something undeniable will happen. Not a vague sign. Not a random event. A moment that strikes deep enough to end doubt. The kind of moment that makes you stop and realize that reality is responding in real time. You'll know it when it happens. It won't need explanation. It will feel precise, personal, and impossible to overlook. That will be your signal, your confirmation that growth, awareness, and manifestation are all one movement of the same intelligence, the field mirroring consciousness. You've been preparing for this your entire life, even without realizing. Every challenge taught you to focus. Every disappointment stripped away distraction. Every breakthrough showed you your own power. Now it's all converging. The field is ready. You are ready. November is the bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. Watch what unfolds. Watch how clearly the universe begins to speak. The proof is coming. The shift has already started. Something is happening beneath the surface of your daily life right now. You can feel it in the timing of things, in the coincidences that seem too pointed to dismiss. You wake up thinking of a person, and they reach out before the day ends. You wonder about an answer, and it shows up in the most unexpected place. You question a path, and almost immediately something in the world responds with direction. The field is speaking to you, responding to your focus with greater speed and precision. This is not imagination. This is the evidence that your consciousness has begun to synchronize with its creative counterpart. You are no longer drifting unconsciously through events. You're participating. Every thought, every emotion, every moment of clarity sends a signal into the field, and the field responds by organizing probability around that signal. You've been noticing this for a while. The lag time between thought and manifestation is shrinking. The feedback loop is accelerating. The more aligned your thoughts and emotions become, the faster reality responds. This is what personal evolution feels like. Not sudden perfection, but increasing responsiveness. This is why life has felt both intense and magnetic lately. You're being shown how powerful your focus really is. The lessons that used to take months now unfold in days. The clarity you once struggled to maintain now appears instantly when you release resistance. It's all part of the training. The field is teaching you how to work with it consciously. It's guiding you to understand that attention is creation. What you focus on expands, not because of wishful thinking, but because observation is the bridge between energy and matter. The field doesn't choose, it mirrors. You may have noticed how certain emotions have been surfacing more frequently. Doubt, impatience, old fears. They're not setbacks, they're calibrations. The field mirrors what you hold most consistently, and it's showing you exactly what you still carry that contradicts your intention. When fear shows up, it's not a punishment, it's information. It reveals where your energy splits between what you want and what you expect. The moment you observe it without judgment, you reclaim your power from it. Awareness collapses its hold, and the field shifts to match your new clarity. The process of manifestation is not about force, it's about alignment. You've been trained to think that effort equals control, but effort without coherence creates static. The field responds to coherence. When what you think, feel, and believe match, manifestation becomes effortless. This is why so much of your growth has focused on self-understanding. You've been learning to bring yourself into alignment, not with external expectations, but with your authentic signal. The signal that says, this is who I am and this is what I'm ready to experience. You've been guided toward this awareness through events that seemed disconnected, a challenge that required faith, a loss that revealed strength, a dream that felt more real than waking life. Each piece was a coded message from the field, tuning you toward greater receptivity. And now as November moves forward, that receptivity is reaching its peak. You are becoming sensitive to the smallest nudges, the subtle cues, the quiet whispers that say, this is it. Pay attention. The field is about to deliver something that breaks your old limits of belief. This isn't about superstition or chance. It's mechanics. Observation collapses possibility. Focus creates form. Emotion powers the signal. You've been feeling how tangible this is. The patterns in your life are changing. You're finding yourself in the right place at the right time more often. The right words come through you without planning. The right opportunities appear when you decide, not when you wait. The field moves faster when you move consciously. That's why November feels charged, because you're finally resonating with the flow of your own creation. Everything you've experienced this year has been part of your preparation. The setbacks weren't punishment, so they were realignment. The delays weren't failure, they were precision. The quiet periods weren't emptiness, they were calibration. You've been trained to trust timing, to listen rather than rush, to act from alignment rather than fear. And now, because of that trust, the field can show you more directly that it responds to you. It's no longer filtering through confusion. It's meeting you at your new frequency. Soon you'll witness something undeniable, a moment that breaks your old narrative of coincidence. It may come as a perfectly timed message, a sudden opportunity, a clear sign that answers the question you've been holding inside. When it happens, you'll know instantly that it's not random. You'll feel it in your body. A calm recognition, a quiet knowing that says, "This is the proof." The quantum field will show you exactly how it responds to awareness, how it orchestrates what you call reality, around the focus you sustain. When that moment arrives, don't rush to explain it away. Don't minimize it. Let it land. Let it change how you see the world. Because once you recognize that consciousness creates reality, you can't go back to thinking it's all external. You realize that personal growth isn't just mindset, it's energetic participation. Every thought is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Every emotion is a frequency that programs the next experience. The field isn't outside you, it's the extension of you. And when you align, it listens instantly. Before November ends, this truth will no longer be abstract. It will be real, visible, personal. You'll see how your growth has not been wasted effort, but direct creation in motion. The field is building toward that demonstration right now. Every synchronized event, every intuitive pull, every coincidence is leading you there. It's already unfolding, quietly, beautifully, right in front of you. Keep watching, keep feeling, keep aligning. The moment of recognition is near, and when it arrives, you'll never see reality the same way again. The moment is approaching. You can sense it now, even when nothing visible is happening. That quiet hum beneath your awareness, that stillness that somehow feels full. It's the field, aligning itself with the clarity you've been cultivating. What you've been preparing for is no longer theoretical. It's in motion. The signs are tightening, the timing sharpening, the responses faster and clearer than ever before. Reality is folding itself into coherence with the energy you've maintained. What once felt uncertain is beginning to reveal its pattern, and that pattern leads directly to proof. The field has been teaching you through contrast. It showed you what misalignment feels like, so that you could learn the texture of alignment. It showed you delay so that you could understand flow. It showed you frustration, so that when peace arrived, you could recognize it instantly. Every challenge carried within it a lesson in observation, a mirror to show how your focus alters outcomes. What you once called coincidence was training. What you once called waiting was synchronization. Every experience was calibration for this exact point in time. Before November ends, you will experience what the field has been building toward. A single, unmistakable event that reflects everything you've learned about focus, energy, and creation. It might arrive as a sudden opportunity, a long-awaited resolution, or a perfect alignment of timing that answers something you've silently carried for months. However it appears, you'll feel its precision. You'll recognize that reality didn't just happen, it responded. And when that realization lands, something permanent will shift inside you. That shift is the moment you move from belief to knowing. It's the end of guessing, hoping, and doubting, because once you see the pattern clearly, you can't unsee it. You'll understand that personal growth isn't separate from manifestation. It is manifestation. Every time you choose awareness over reaction, the field reshapes itself to match that choice. Every time you choose gratitude instead of worry, you change probability itself. Every time you decide to trust timing, the universe aligns events in your favor because you've stopped resisting the flow that was always designed to serve you. When you receive this proof, take a breath before reacting. Let it settle. Let it show you that you were never powerless. The same intelligence that organizes galaxies is responding to your thought right now. You are not asking for miracles. You are remembering mechanics. Observation shapes outcome. Emotion fuels energy. Focus defines direction. The field isn't deciding for you, it's translating you. It reflects exactly what you hold most consistently in thought, feeling, and belief. And the proof you're about to see will confirm that with precision. After that, everything changes. You'll stop chasing signs and start collaborating with them. You'll stop seeking control and start understanding influence. You'll begin to see that growth and manifestation are the same current expressed differently. Personal evolution isn't about fixing yourself. It's about clearing interference so that your natural creative power flows unobstructed. The quantum field doesn't need convincing. It's already responding. Your task is to refine what you're broadcasting, to align your inner signal so cleanly that the reflection can only come back as clarity, abundance, and alignment. You may notice that after the demonstration, synchronicities multiply, not because the field is different, but because your perception is. Recognition opens sensitivity. Awareness sharpens the connection. You begin to see patterns you used to miss. You realize guidance has always been there, whispering through repetition, numbers, timing, intuition, and chance encounters. You start working with it consciously, asking for evidence and receiving it within hours or days. This is not special ability. It's natural relationship restored. Your emotions will feel lighter. The urgency you carried dissolves. Anxiety fades when you understand that life is not random, that the field is alive and intelligent, and that it mirrors you faithfully. You'll stop treating manifestation as a technique and begin living it as awareness. Observation becomes art. Focus becomes prayer. Every thought becomes participation in the unfolding of reality. You'll live each moment knowing the field is listening, not as external deity, but as extension of your own consciousness moving through form. This is what real power feels like. Not control over others or events, but harmony with creation itself. It's quiet, steady, grounded. It doesn't need to prove anything because it already knows. You stop asking if it works because you've seen it work. You stop wondering if you're supported because evidence of support meets you daily. You understand that reality isn't testing you, it's teaching you. It's guiding you to master the relationship between focus and form, intention and outcome, awareness and experience. When the revelation happens, remember this: it's not separate from you. The proof you receive is you speaking to yourself through the field. It's consciousness confirming consciousness. The field isn't outside your life. It is your life. It's the unseen framework that listens to every frequency you emit and returns it amplified. This means that once you've seen proof, your responsibility grows. You can no longer pretend to be powerless. You can no longer speak lack and expect abundance to flow freely. The field obeys coherence, not confusion. So after the proof arrives, choose clarity. Speak what you mean. Focus where you want energy to go. Observe what you want to expand. You'll realize that creation isn't occasional, it's constant. Every moment you're participating in the quantum exchange, whether you're aware of it or not. The difference now is that you know, and knowing changes everything. It turns life into collaboration instead of competition, creation instead of reaction. You'll also begin to see that your recognition helps others recognize. Every time one consciousness realizes its creative power, it strengthens the collective ability to see the same. Your proof becomes a signal in the wider field, making it easier for others to awaken to their own. That's how evolution happens. Not through argument or belief, but through vibration, through demonstration, through undeniable experience that rewires how we see what's possible. By the end of November, this experience will anchor in your memory as the turning point, the time you stopped wondering whether reality responds and started living as the one who directs it. The field will not stop showing you. It will keep mirroring your growth, your healing, your choices, your faith. And each time you align, each time you recognize the pattern, you'll move further into conscious creation. So watch the coming days closely. Stay calm, open, observant. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to chase signs. The demonstration is already in motion. Your only task is to recognize it when it appears and let it shift how you see yourself forever. Before November ends, the quantum field will show you proof that consciousness creates reality. It will be personal, clear, and undeniable. When it happens, you'll understand that every step, every challenge, every moment of doubt was guiding you toward this recognition. You'll see that personal growth, motivation, and manifestation are all one continuous movement, awareness discovering itself through creation. Remember this: you are not waiting for the field to respond. You are the field responding to itself. Reality is not outside of you. It is you mirrored back through vibration, choice, and observation. Before November ends, that truth will stand before you. You'll recognize it. You'll feel it. And once you do, you'll never again see life as random. Because from that moment forward, you'll know. The field has always been showing you. You just had to become ready to see.